Peugeot's recent cars all have a very unique and French design to them, with their Tiger Claw LED daytime running lights. You know it's a Peugeot straight away. Well, it is time for its family hatchback to be given an update. This is the new Peugeot E-308 Facelift. Let's have a look to see what it is like and if it is any good or not. Welcome to Everything Cars and More. So, starting with styling at the front, a new Peugeot E-308 has a big departure from what we usually see with Peugeot. To start with, the Tiger Claw lights have gone in replacement for these slatted LED daytime running lights. They do still resemble a Tiger Claw sort of, but nowhere near as noticeable as before. We do now get a light bar though that also resembles the Tiger Claw, and to go with this we get a new illuminated Peugeot logo on a new, more hidden body coloured grille, which suits this car much better. On the side part we now get big style air vents which house an actual air vent and the main headlight unit. Yes, that is correct. The Peugeot now has a split headlight design just like the BMW 7 Series. The lower central air vent is also decent looking and does the job too. Moving around to the side of the E308, and there isn't any changes to talk about apart from the obvious new colour and wheel options. This means we do get some decent crease lines on the side as well as the usual C-shaped rear window and the Peugeot logo on the side, overall giving the car a premium look. Moving around to the back of the E308, and again, just like the side view, there are no changes to talk about. This means we get some Tiger Claw tail lights as well as a decent looking sporty bumper. We also get some fake looking exhausts, which is a shame, but we do get a new E308 badge to make it feel that bit more modern. Right then, let's have a look to see what engine and gearbox options you can have as well as battery and motor options you can have with the new Peugeot 308 and E308. So the Peugeot 308 used to use a wide range of choices including regular petrol, diesel, petrol mild hybrid, petrol plug-in hybrid and electric. But for the facelift in the UK it has been dwindled down to only 3 models. This is mild hybrid, plug-in hybrid and electric. Let's start with the first model, the mild hybrid one. This uses a 1.2 litre turbo engine which has 143 brake horsepower. This uses a 6-speed electrified automatic gearbox which helps you travel at slow speeds in electric only mode. 0 to 62 time is dealt with in 9.3 seconds, which isn't too bad either, and the power goes to the front wheels. The next version is the plug-in hybrid version, and this uses a 1.6 litre turbo petrol engine and an electric motor, giving a total power output of 193 brake horsepower. This can do 0 to 62 within 7.9 seconds, and this also has a bigger 17.2 kWh battery pack from the previous facelift model. This helps the car do 53 miles on a single charge, which is quite impressive and getting close to Volkswagen territory. This is mated to a 7-speed automatic gearbox powering the front wheels. The final version is the electric version, and this uses a new 58.4 kWh battery pack, but the same 154 brake horsepower electric motor, giving an improved range of 279 miles. This is up by 25 miles, which is a decent amount. 0 to 62 is dealt with in 9.8 seconds, which again isn't too bad. What isn't great though is the charging speed. Unfortunately, it has been limited to 100 kilowatts, which isn't as fast as most of its rivals. This means it takes 32 minutes to get from 20 to 80%. Other cars can charge over 125 kilowatts. Brake regeneration though has been improved with an introduction of shift paddles to change how much braking force you want. This replaces the B mode button on the gear selector. The price of the new Peugeot 308 starts at £29,995, which isn't too bad but quite on more of the premium price tag. Anyway, let's have a look to see what the interior is like. So, climb inside the new Peugeot E-308 and there aren't that many changes to talk about. The overall design is the same as before, and this means we get the Peugeot iCockpit design with the latest infotainment system and a second screen in the middle for your shortcuts. Although I would have liked to see this screen updated, as the Peugeot E-3008 can have two favourite panels on there, but the current E-308 can only have one. This is a shame, but we can look past that. We do get an updated instrument cluster now with better updated graphics, which makes the interior feel that bit more modern. We also get some better and more premium materials inside, including this Napa leather interior for the first time. The overall fit and finish does feel a lot better than before, and it does also feel a that bit more modern and unique, which is great. Is it the best interior I've seen on the market in its class? Probably not, but it isn't the worst either. Right, let's have a look to see what the rear seats are like. So, climb into the back of the new E-308 facelift, and there is no surprise that legroom and headroom is the same as before. This means you can just about sit a 6-foot person behind in the back in comfort. The materials are also quite good with this Napa leather option that we have on our test car today. You can also get your own heated rear seats, your own air vents, as well as USB-C ports and an armrest with through-loading ski hatch, which is getting very rare these days. Let's have a look to see what the boot is like. So, opening the boot to the new E-308, and you are welcomed with a 360 litre boot size, which isn't bad, but this is for the electric and plug-in hybrid models. The petrol mild hybrid version gets the 412 litre boot space, which is very usable. If you fold the seats down, then this does increase to 1,271 for the electric and plug-in hybrid model, but for the petrol model it increases even further to 1,323 litres, which again is very usable. Now, sadly there is a bit of a load lip if you don't have the false floor option, but it isn't too bad as some cars I have tested. So, in summary then, what do I think of the new Peugeot E-308 facelift? Well, the updates on the outside are a welcome addition to a great car. It is still very much unique and French, but it does also show the direction on which Peugeot is wanting to go. It looks premium and special still, which I like. The interior, although it hasn't had a big update, still feels modern and even better than before with an addition of better materials. Can it beat its rivals? Well, we will have to find out, as there are a few others that are being updated in this segment, including the new DS number 4, the Vauxhall Astra and the Seat Leon facelift later this year. Stay tuned to find out to see which one will win. So, what do you think of this car then? Leave a comment below, and whilst you're at it, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to Everything Cars and More. I'll see you in the next video.